this tutorial, I'm going to explain to you how to complete the event called Sports Timeline. In this event, you'll research a Winter Olympic sport and create a timeline with 5 significant events about that sport. Once you're finished, you'll download the timeline and upload it to the Google form, which I'll show you in just a little bit. If you're unclear of the sports in the Winter Olympics, you can click this official Olympic website. On this website, you can search by sports. And make sure to go over to the winter sports. So one thing I've been interested in is the luge. This page has information about the luge, but I might want to go to a more kid-friendly site that gives better information for my rating level. So I would just do that by searching luge for kids. And instead of going down that path, I already have my 5 events so that I can show you how to complete the timeline. You'll click on the badge here that says Sports Timeline. You might need to get Adobe Flash Player, which means that it would be easier to do on a laptop instead of an iPad. Type in your name and your project title, which is just Sports Timeline, or I could even say Luge Timeline to be more specific, and start. So here is my timeline right here. I need to click or tap the timeline to add items. So I'm going to start all the way back here, and I'm going to say the label as the date. So my label is 1600 to 1800s, and I'm going to write in the short description loggers. In my full description, I'll say loggers in the Swiss Alps would race down the mountain on a sleigh. That was the very beginning. And then I'm going to press check. Oop, I just realized I made a mistake. So let's see if I can double click it to 1800s. Check. And then I'll just put this here. And then my next event was in 1883. So 1883, say official. And in my full description, the first official, oops, I don't need to capitalize that, luge competition took place in Switzerland. And go there, and I can move this up or down. It doesn't really matter where. And then almost an entire century later, so let's go here to 1957, the International Luge Federation formed, so I'll just call that ILF. This is when the International Luge Federation was formed. You can even add images to each of these events as well if you'd like to. You don't have to. And then in 1964, go ahead and write there. Short description is Olympic sport. 1964 is when the luge became an official Olympic sport. And last but not least, I will, and I'm kind of going up and down so that they become, so that they're clear to read, 1976. And this is track location. So in 1976, the luge started taking place on the same track as the bobsled. Okay, so here are my 5 events. Let's just put that there. I'm going to click finish at the bottom. Then I'm going to say Save Final, and I want to make sure it's saved as a PDF, and I'm saving it to my computer. It's going to go ahead and download it for me. Then I'm going to come back over to the Ryan Library Olympics, click on the Google form. Next, I'm going to put in my name, say that this is the sports timeline, click Next, add my file that I just downloaded. Hit Submit, and now I am done.